So the last time we talked about how to build the figure using a sticks like this, right? And we talked about judging it, and that's what this is. And we talked about how to manage a swing in your drawings, and how to put the lines so that they're actually animated. And now we are going to begin to actually draw the figure and tell a story. Okay, so this is composing a thumbnail. So as you can see, I'm drawing right here the basic stick figure from which I plan to build something. And this is something I made up out of my head. It's of a man standing, probably talking to a kid. You know, I just came up with it just now, out of the blue. It doesn't mean anything. So there it is. I have a little quick sketch of it. And now what I want to be able to do is to use those lines, those guiding lines, and build on it. It's going to be much easier for you to do this because you have the basic map to your story. So this is how you work on a thumbnail and develop the thumbnail to now you can take this into much more detail, because and it's going to be much easier for you to lay down all this for you because you already have those lines that guide you, that you already laid down the swing, the posture, you know, the movement of the figure. All right, so now it's going to be much easier for you to lay in these details in proportion. And this time you're thinking about telling a story, so there you go, you're like, there's the boy standing right there, and he's a little bit um, seems a little bit adamant or whatever. That's what it looks like to me, and it just came out from the posture, the swing that I laid down. So now you can tell a story out of it. So there that is. And in the background, let's say I want to have a woman standing there. So you can build things once again in the same manner. The stick figure first, the torso, the pelvis area, just a little, and you know, and the proportionate lines. And then using those guidelines, you're going to draw further onto the lines, you know, just like I'm doing with the skirt. And then you're going to come down to the legs. You know, you follow that line right there in the middle. And later on, you can erase it. You can do so many things with it once you have this down. This is where the ideas really flow from your mind. It's very, very critically important stage in your imagination. So, and you have to keep it very small, very, very small and tiny, so you can really use the space to break down different planes and different, uh, you know, give the perspective. So you won't have to deal with a lot of paper or a lot of space. So within that little space, you're able to create all this. Now, as you can see, I'm thinking of putting in the background. You can add details as you tell your story. So here is a man, he's talking to the kid. He seems a little adamant. There's a woman behind him, you know, and this is just like a very, very quick way of thinking. And, you know, this is the way you need to think with your thumbnails as you try to expand them into further, um, you know, to do real good work out of it. So once again, there you go. That's how you do it. Now you can crop this as well. Once you have this kind of thing, you can work with cropping. You can take a picture out of it and make a part of it, zoom in on one area, zoom out, include one thing, take off another, and work with that to create an excellent thing that works. Like as you can see, you know, if I move my hand, you can see that it's like working. And all this came out of this, guys. All this out of this. So I'm glad you saw this, you like it, it helps you. So I'm going to show you more watercolors, color pencils, markers, everything coming up. Definitely tune in, okay, and subscribe to my channel. And there I put a dog in there. All right, now we can do other things with it and develop the story from here. And it's still a thumbnail. You can use this now to crop, to think, to work, to compose, and then make a great illustration out of it. The end product will be something amazing. And it all comes from this little stick figures that you manage to sort of animate and put them into a story.